Anyway, so the heel moves down 1.5 centimeters relative to the shoe at heel strike, and presumably it moves up 1.5 centimeters relative to the shoe at heel lift. And when we say heel, I'm assuming that we're talking about the skin, not the bone. So the bone's actually moving up and down more than the skin. Instinctively, this seems like a bad thing. I think as podiatrists, we're more comfortable with thinking that there's no relative motion there. So is it actually a bad thing? Because we've just said that rubbing or relative motion is not the problem. Well, the thing is, you've got to not so much focus on rubbing, but you've got to focus on what that rubbing means for shear deformation, for the magnitude of shear deformation. Because if we were laser-like focused on preventing rubbing, then we would have this situation where we're actually encouraging shear deformation to be larger. So the moral of the story here is that keeping the skin, sock, and shoe stuck together is not the primary aim in preventing posterior heel blisters. We've got to focus on the magnitude of shear deformation.